Hi, my name is Tommy Kelly. Hi, my name is Tommy Kelly. Just to let you know about my story and things, basically I suffer from an eating disorder. I have done for the past 18 years nearly. And to give you a brief history of how it all started, my mum died in 1997 after a long battle with ovarian cancer, which resulted in my birth. And basically over the next good few years, my weight just dropped and dropped and dropped, and I took to drastic exercise, cutting calories, purging myself through vomiting, laxative abuse. And then, against doctor's orders, I went for a holiday to visit family in Australia, and my weight had dropped down to about less than 5 stone. So I come back off the plane and collapsed and took a massive heart attack. And I was admitted to Gartnavel Hospital in Glasgow, where I spent roughly 9 months getting fed through a peg tube, and 3 of those months were spent in a potassium coma. So it was really touch and go, and I was actually dead for 9 minutes. But luckily enough, the doctor was on call and he inserted a drain into my left lung and it restarted my heart. So I got out, and about 9 months later, and I managed to gain a lot of weight with a lot of help for services in the community and my eating disorder specialist, Gina Stevens. Done quite well for quite a wee while, got back to work, and then I met my wife, and then we got married, and everything was going great for about a year or two. And my wife started to gradually take no well. She suffered 4 miscarriages, which was diagnosed as polycystic ovarian syndrome. But actually it turned out it was ovarian cancer. So it caused me to have a relapse again, and after all her treatment and things, she was caring for me as well and I was caring for her. It was a bit of tossing between doing a bit for each other. Luckily enough, my wife was in the house at the time and she heard me collapse in the toilet, and I'd split my head in the sink in the bathroom, and my eyes were rolling and I'd taken another heart attack. So I was admitted to hospital again, and for about a good 4 months. I came out 7 stone 7, which was a healthy weight for me to be cared for in the community. I managed to stay that way for quite a while, because at the time my dad obviously wasn't very well as well. He suffered from severe diabetes, and he just had an amputation in his leg, and I was worried about him obviously. And during that time, 2 years later, he took a massive stroke. And me and my wife were caring for him virtually on and off all the time. I would be running around first thing in the morning to care for him, and all the worry about losing him was just getting to me, and I was never really getting to the point. And then November last year, my dad passed away after having another stroke and a heart attack when he went in for another amputation in his leg, and it was 4 weeks in the intensive care unit. And the funeral was November 20th last year, so it's coming up to his anniversary again, which is going to be a tough time, but I know I can get through it. So I was admitted to hospital again. Obviously I was suffering from renal failure and really low weight. I got taken into hospital, and then I ended up suffering from refeeding syndrome. But basically that is when they try and refeed you, your body rejects the food and things, and I had to start on a gradual low diet, and I spent 3 months in there. But this time recovery certainly happened, and I can't explain exactly what clicked, but to me it was realising that I needed to do this for my parents, for their memory, and to keep them living. For my wife, I would never be here if it wasn't for her. She's just been my rock, and most importantly myself. Because to put it bluntly, recovery it's got to be about your decision to be better for you. It's all very well doing it for other people and that, but until you really decide to do it for yourself, you'll never ever get better. And I know recovery seems difficult at times. You think to yourself, oh, if I lose the illness, I'm losing a part of myself and I'm losing that control. But I'll tell you honestly, until you start to choose recovery, you're never in control. That wee voice in your shoulder here, he's in control. It gradually takes away everything you love. You become depressed, you're socially isolated, you lose all your friends. It takes everything, and unfortunately it can take your life. And I'm one of the lucky ones, and believe me, you can do it as well. It's just about deciding to take that first step. The biggest part of it is accepting you've got a problem, speaking out and asking for help. That is really what it comes down to. It's a hard choice to make, but it's one you'll never ever regret. You'll never live properly and love yourself and live the life that you deserve, because believe me, you're much more than a number in the scale. That is just, it's irrelevant. You're beautiful in every way, so please decide to do it. Today I stand for the men and boys eating disorder and exercise service, and they're a great service, and we're trying to reach out and help other people. And if you need help, please get in touch, but obviously always your first point of call should be your GP, and go and speak to him. Do not suffer in silence. There's always this stigma that it's a female disorder and you know it all, but we're here to end that stigma. Please choose recovery. It can happen. I know it feels difficult, but as the old saying goes, every journey starts with a single step, and it's all about week by week, day by day, gain by gain, and you will get there. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and please comment below. If I can help you in any way, add me on Facebook, get in touch with our charity, and we'll give you information and support in any way we can. But please do it. You can do it, and love yourself. Thank you. Love yous. Bye. Remember guys, binge on life, purge negativity and starve guilty feelings. Speak to yous all soon, and love yous so much.